Hi there! It's nice to see you again. Today, you will learn the different kinds of nouns for you to compose a clear and coherent sentences using appropriate grammatical structures. Make sure that you have with you your Pivot 4A self-learning modules and your learning activity sheets. I am Teacher Ira and I am your grammar companion. Do you know that a coconut tree is sometimes called the tree of life? Let us know why. I have here a short passage about a coconut tree. I will read it first, then after a short moment, you will read it too. Okay, let's begin.
Tree of Life. Do you know that a coconut is called the tree of life? It is called the tree of life because all its parts have something to offer. Let us begin from bottom to top. Its roots are used in making dyes, while the trunk is made into lumber for buildings, bridges, and other constructions. The pith, which is found inside the upper trunk of the tree, can be made into fresh lumpia and salad. The outer layer of the fruit, called the husk and the shells, can be made into mattresses, bunot, fuel, charcoals, and even native decors. Inside its shell are the meat and its juice, or the water. The meat can be mixed to salad and other delicacies, while the water can be refreshing drinks. Its leaves can be dried to make baskets, bags, and mats, while the leaves midribs are made into broomsticks for sweeping. These are the many uses of the coconut tree. No wonder it is called the tree of life.
Now it's your turn. Read after the beep. Now to know if you have understood what you have read, try to answer the following comprehension questions.
What tree is called the tree of life? The tree of life is the coconut tree. Why is it being called the tree of life? It is called the tree of life because all its parts have something to offer. What part of the tree are being used for making dyes, lumber, lumpia, bunot, baskets, and mats? Its roots are used in making dyes, while the trunk is made into lumber for buildings, bridges, and other constructions. The pith, which is found inside the upper trunk of the tree, can be made into fresh lumpia and salad. The outer layer of the fruit, called the husk and the shells, can be made into mattresses, bunot, fuel, charcoals, and even native decors. Its leaves can be dried to make baskets, bags, and mats. There are underlined words in the text. These are coconut, 3, life, parts, bottom, top, roots, dice, trunk, lumber, buildings, bridges, constructions, pith, trunk, lumpia, salad, layer, fruit, husk, shells, mattresses, bunot, fuel, charcoals, decors, meat, juice, water, delicacies, drinks, leaves, baskets, bags, mats, and broomsticks. These words are nouns. A noun refers to the name of a person, place, thing, animal, or idea. Now, let's use some of these nouns in sentences. The dried leaves can be used to make baskets, bags, and mats. What are the nouns used in the sentence? The nouns used in the sentence are leaves, baskets, bags, and mats. These nouns are called count nouns. Count nouns are nouns that can be counted. They can be singular or plural. The examples of these are leaf or leaves, basket or baskets, bag or bags, mat or mats.
Can you think of examples of count nouns? Of course! In 5 seconds, list down at least 2 count nouns in your notebook. That is the first kind of noun. Now let's move on to the next sentence.
The coconut juice is refreshing. What is the noun that is used in the sentence? The noun used is coconut juice. And coconut juice is an example of a mass noun. Mass nouns are nouns that cannot be counted. They cannot be separated into countable units. The examples of mass nouns are coconut juice, sugar, and water.
Can you think of examples of mass nouns? Of course! In 5 seconds, list down 2 examples of mass nouns in your notebook.
Did you know that mass nouns can be quantified by terms that signifies amounts such as a glass of, a tablespoon of, a box of? We can state it as a glass of water and a tablespoon of sugar.
Can you think of a term that can quantify mass nouns? In 5 seconds, list down at least 2 examples in your notebook. That is all about mass noun. Now, let's learn about the third kind of noun.
Mrs. Castro's coconut house is old. Who owns the old coconut house? The coconut house is Mrs. Castro's. Mrs. Castro's is an example of a possessive noun. Possessive nouns are nouns that shows possession or ownership. The example of possessive nouns are Bella's house, the school's computers, the lady's umbrella. It also shows relationship, like Delia's sister, the girl's mother.
Here are some rules in writing possessive noun. To form a possessive noun, Do the following.
As a general rule, add apostrophe s to the singular form of the noun, even if it ends in s. For example, the hen's nest. Nicholas's bag. Second rule, add apostrophe to singular nouns that ends in s. For example, Chocolate Hills View. Third rule, add apostrophe s to plural forms that do not end in s. For example, the children's game. Fourth rule, add apostrophe to the end of plural nouns that end in s. For example, the two girls' toys. Fifth rule, add apostrophe s to the last noun to show joint possession of an object. For example, Remy and Ray's farm. Lydia and Carol's car.
Employing the different rules, can you think of an example of a possessive noun? In 5 seconds, list down at least 2 examples in your notebook. That is the third kind of noun. Now, let's move on to the next.
Their family owns a big coconut plantation. Who owns a big coconut plantation? It's their family. And a family is an example of collective noun. A collective noun refers to a group of people or things. For example, class, group, team, and band. Here are another examples. A herd of cows, a flock of birds, a school of fish.
Can you think of an example of a collective noun? Now in 5 seconds, list down at least 2 examples in your notebook.
Collective nouns can be singular or plural. We usually treat collective nouns as a singular unit and use the singular verb. But if the emphasis is on the individuals in the group, the plural verb form is best. For example, the team conducts its annual meeting every summer. The team is interpreted as one unit. Thus, the verb use is in S form. Another example, the family are doctors. The collective noun used here is family. And family is interpreted as each family member is a doctor. Thus, we use the plural be verb are.
Now, pause this video and write your own sentence using the collective noun that you have provided. All in all, we have 4 kinds of noun. First is count noun. Second is mass noun. Third is the possessive noun. And the fourth one is the collective noun.